The Support Assignments module helps you to work with TAs and readers. It's broken up into two pages, the Support Assignments page, which is what this video is going to go over, and then the Support Calls page, which enables you to have IPA automatically email your TAs for their preferences and qualifications, and then optionally loop in your faculty. That will be reviewed in a separate video. You don't need to call your TAs to input their data into IPA. It can be very helpful too, but I'm just going to explain the support staff assignments page without doing that. And then you can check another video for how to use the support call module with it. So taking a look here at the interface, this is under TAs and readers under support assignments. We have the academic year in question. It's important to make sure that this one is set correctly. The work group we're in case you're in multiple work groups, but most people are not. And then this is important. This is the quarter that we're talking about. So you can switch this, fall quarter, winter quarter, spring quarter, that sort of thing. And then we can view all of this data in two different pivots by support staff, in which case the rows are our various support staff, our graduate students typically, and then by course, where the rows are now our courses. Same data, just two different ways of looking at it, kind of like swapping the X and Y axes on a graph. And then also two different modes here. We can work with TAs or we can work with readers, but otherwise the form is the same. I'll just go ahead and show you with TAs. Here are our courses. If courses are missing or sections are missing, you're going to need to go into the courses page and add the course or add the section. In this case, you'll see ECS 10A has two sections, AO1, AO2. ECS 15A has three sections. And then because I'm working with dummy data here, ECS 20A, 30A, etc. don't have any sections. So if you're missing sections, that's what's going on. You have to go back into this courses page over here and add them. But let's go ahead and actually assign a TA. So I'll just click here where it says assign TAs under, again, we're looking at 1920, fall quarter. This is ECS 10A. I'll click assign and we'll just assign Shang. And so it's that simple, if only we had one TA. You'll notice I could have also gone in here and assigned an individual, let's do Lloyd, to a section. Whereas up here we're kind of assigning a TA to a course, but we're not really indicating a section. The reason you have the option to do either or both is just that different departments do this differently. Some departments assign their TAs to specific sections, and other departments don't. Other departments just say, this TA is on this course, I really don't care what section it is, and so that's why we give you the option. So just to be consistent, I'll take Lloyd off AO1 there. There's also this box here for number of TAs. This can be useful. This you can just type in whatever number you want here. This is a unitless number, so some people type in the number of people, whereas some people will type in the number of FTE. So maybe it's 0.5 for some people if it's one TA. Or again, some people just type in the number of TAs. You'll notice the number of TAs here doesn't really have any bearing on who's listed here. I could actually just go ahead and, well, I don't want to list Shang twice, although you have that option. Go ahead and list a number of individuals. This is just due to the messiness of reality. That's why we don't enforce these. Typically what departments will do is they'll go through and they'll fill in these boxes here with the number of TAs that they know that they'll need as kind of a reminder to themselves later on. But then when it actually, when kind of push comes to shove and it's time to assign individuals, we want to make sure that we have the individuals down correctly. And if it ends up not matching, let's pretend this was a 3, but in reality, for various reasons of the real world, I have 4 people here, so be it. And if I click by support staff, you'll see everything we just did shows up in this view. Again, I have this box. This is for the same purpose. If I know I promised Shang he's going to have 1, I can just kind of keep note for myself, but you'll see it doesn't have to match up here. I could go ahead and remove Shang from here. Comments, this area would be if you use the support call module and the student filled out some comments, you would see them here. Also, if they had any availabilities submitted, we could click here and see that. Once you're done, you can click this Open Student Review button, and then you'll see it changes to Close Student Review. It's important to take note of the state of that button, because if the student review is open, right, Open Student Review, that implies that it's closed. I'll click it, now it's open. Students can come in and see what you've assigned them to, and for various contractual reasons, you may not wish to open your TA planning to be viewed by the students because you might not actually be done. You may simply be planning, oh, maybe Sheng will do this, Jeremy will do this, and so on. So be sure to keep the student review off until you're sure that you're done with your planning process, and that you don't want to accidentally expose a draft, to your TAs. And then you can also open up to instructor review. This is very similar. It lets the instructors, when they log into IPA, they'll be able to see TAs and readers. But that's just a quick tour of the support assignments module.